All right, let's get right into it. Tonight, we're not just looking at a wrestling match. We're breaking down a fight where legacies are made, where immortality is truly on the line. This is so much more than a fight. It's a chess match of pure violence happening on the grandest stage of them all, where just one move, one single move, can define an entire career.
And this, right here, is the heart of the conflict. On one side, you've got the Viper, Randy Orton, the patient predator. We're talking about a 20-year veteran who plays the long game, a guy who dissects his opponents with this cold, methodical precision. And on the other side, Aleister Black, the intense striker. He's all about these sudden, unpredictable bursts of violence, a specialist in an art form that, let's be honest, very few in this sport can even begin to counter. This isn't just a clash of styles, folks. It's a full-on battle of philosophies. The only question is, which one's going to come out on top?
Okay, so the bell rings and the chess match is on. But what's so critical to understand here is that Orton isn't just making his first move against Black. No, he's making a move against the entire match. He is seizing control of the pace, the energy, the whole story from the very first second. Orton's genius is all in his strategy. This isn't just some random brawling, not at all. Step 1, he immediately slows the pace down to an absolute crawl. Why? He's taking away that explosive, sudden strike advantage that Aleister Black needs to survive. Step 2, he starts to dissect his opponent. He uses those vicious stomps to systematically target limbs, just wearing Black down piece by piece. And then, step 3, he turns the entire ringside area into his own personal weapon. And the result of that brilliant strategy? Well, this quote from the commentary team really says it all. Orton is in such complete control, applying his master plan so perfectly that he isn't even breaking a sweat. He is making a world-class, dangerous athlete look completely and utterly helpless. That, right there, is the power of a veteran's mind on the biggest stage.
And Orton just keeps building on it, especially with the environment. You know, for most people, the announce desk is, well, it's just furniture. But for Randy Orton, it's like an old friend, the equivalent of a tag partner, as the commentators put it. He uses it over and over again, not just for the physical impact, but for the psychological damage of grinding his opponent's face into the very symbol of the show. It is a masterclass in how to demoralize someone. But here's the thing about a perfect strategy. It's vulnerable to the one thing it can never account for, a single mistake. After being taken apart piece by piece, a moment's hesitation from Orton gives Aleister Black the tiniest of openings, and he just explodes through it, threatening to flip the entire chessboard over. So this brings up the most important question of the night. How do you possibly beat a master strategist like Randy Orton, a guy who's seen it all, done it all for more than 2 decades? The answer is, you have to hit him with a problem he has never, ever had to solve before. And this is that problem. Aleister Black's arsenal is unlike anybody else in the entire roster. It's not just about power. It's about these devastating Muay Thai kicks that come from totally unpredictable angles. He has a crossover fighting style, one that was sharpened in martial arts dojos, not wrestling rings. His offense is built on a completely different foundation. And here's the crucial point. Randy Orton can scout any wrestler, but he can't scout this. As the commentary pointed out, this is a whole new language of violence that Orton is experiencing for the very first time, deep into a Hall of Fame career. All of a sudden, the chess master is facing a move he has absolutely no defense for. And my God, it almost works. A massive knee cracks Orton right on the jaw. The referee's hand comes down. 1, 2, and then at the very last possible nanosecond, Orton gets his shoulder up. The commentary called it a late kick out. You know, in that fraction of a second, you could feel destiny itself just holding its breath. Orton's legacy, his path to immortality, it was almost snuffed out right there. But see, kicking out that close to defeat, it does something to a predator like Randy Orton. It flips a switch. His methodical game plan is shattered, so he reverts to pure, raw instinct. The commentary said it best, he's wounded. And that is exactly when the Viper is at his most dangerous. You can see it. That cold, calculated look is back in his eyes. So Orton weathers the storm. He somehow survives the unsolvable problem. And now he has regained control. We are officially in the endgame. You can feel the tension in the arena just building and building because everyone senses that the inevitable is coming. He's back to his game. He hits a perfect draping DDT, where he hangs his opponent over the ropes before just driving them headfirst into the mat. But this time he does it off the announce desk, down onto that unforgiving floor. The skull of Aleister Black just bounces off the concrete. It's a devastating, match-ending sequence. Orton just tosses the lifeless body of Black back into the ring. He's taking his time now. The crowd can feel it. He's coiling, getting ready to strike. The RKO is coming. The match is over. And then, chaos. Just out of nowhere, Drew McIntyre storms the ring, championship belt in hand. The entire chess match is just flipped over. The pieces go scattering everywhere. Strategy is now completely meaningless in the face of pure outside anarchy. Look, this isn't just a simple attack. What we are seeing here is the introduction of an illegal, chaotic variable that makes all of Orton's brilliant strategy, all of his veteran experience, completely and totally irrelevant. The entire narrative of this match is shattered by one single illegal act. And what follows now is, well, it's the fallout. The war is over, not because one general outmaneuvered the other, but because a bomb went off in the middle of the battlefield. All that's left now is to sort through the wreckage. And this is the brutal, simple reality of it all. There's no poetry here, just the sickening crack of steel hitting bone. As the commentator said, that championship title came right across Orton's head, and the lights just went out on the Viper. Aleister Black, dazed but ever the opportunist, sees his one and only chance. He doesn't hesitate for a second. He delivers the Black Mass, that spinning heel kick of lethal precision, to the now defenseless Randy Orton. He seized the one singular opportunity that chaos gave him. And this is the end. The referee drops down. 1, 2, 3. It's over. The match that Randy Orton controlled so perfectly, the victory that was right there in his grasp, it's stolen in an instant. The shock in the arena is just palpable. The record books will show that Aleister Black won. You can see the relief wash over his face as his hand is raised. But the real story? The real story is in the silent realization on Randy Orton's face. He knows. He knows he didn't lose the chess match. He knows a moment of immortality was stolen from him by a force he never, ever accounted for. And that leaves us with the ultimate question, doesn't it? After watching a master strategist execute a nearly flawless game plan, only to have it all undone by a single moment of outside interference, we have to ask ourselves, in the pursuit of greatness, when perfect strategy is pitted against pure, raw chaos, which one truly has the final say?